What is up, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. As you guys can see by the title, we have the Orangatang Dad Bod Wheels full review. I know you guys can wait for this one. It's been about 2 weeks. I had to really test out the wheels, so it took me a little longer. I needed that extra week. In this video, it'll be a full in-depth review of the wheels. And if you guys should spend $150 on these wheels. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I have 5 main criteria when determining a good wheel, specifically a good long distance pushing wheel. And that's what the criteria on the Orangatang Dad Bod Wheels had went through. So my criteria is roll speed, maintaining roll speed, durability, high rebound, and good acceleration. So these wheels went through the test of every single criteria. And right now I'm going to give you guys my review on it. Okay, so let's start with roll speed. The Orangatang Dad Bod Wheels have great roll speed. Now, what I mean by roll speed is how fast the wheels roll when you're riding them. How fast do the wheels roll, right? So that, I mean, it could be determined too by bearings, but normally what I found out is if you put crappy bearings or the best bearings in a wheel, typically longboard wheels, they're still gonna roll. It just won't be as fast, right? So what I did was I put crappy bearings in and good bearings in for about, I did half a day and then half a day on the good bearings. And what I found that the roll speed was great. It didn't lose necessarily a lot of speed as other wheels that I've tried, where that, you know, I did 3 to 4 kicks and then I just tested out how far I had went with crappy bearings and with good bearings. I came to see that with the Orangatang Dad Bod wheels, I was still maintaining a good roll speed. So that's a huge plus because, again, other wheels that I have tested, they have terrible roll speed or just not good roll speed, especially for an LDP wheel. You want that. So I was very pleased to find out that, you know, they excelled in that. I think it's personally because the Duro, the 80A, is just so well rounded that it allows you to have a good roll speed. Next, we're gonna go into maintaining roll speed. And this just kind of piggybacks off of roll speed. Like, was it able to maintain the roll speed for a consistent period of time? Did I have to kick another time before the wheel stopped? So that's something else that I did test. Most LDP wheels that I like to ride, I just like to glide, right? So those wheels, they're particularly supposed to just be able to let you glide. Just for like pumping and stuff like that, it's easier to get into, it's easier to stay in the pump if your wheels can maintain a great roll speed. So that's something that I tested. These wheels, they did great in that. I found myself going for a couple of city blocks and I didn't have to push again, which is great. I mean, it's insane, honestly, but that's what I got from the Orangatang Dad Bod wheels. So I was pleased. I was pleased. Now let's go to a good acceleration. Is it the best wheel out there for acceleration? In my opinion, no, it's not. And we're gonna get into the review of Battle of the Big Wheels, and I'll talk about which wheels do I think has the best acceleration. But in my opinion, these are light wheels though. These are light, and for, like, you know, the average person buying these Dad Bod wheels, you won't notice that there's a slight difference in the acceleration between wheels because they still get up pretty quickly to max speed. But in my opinion, these didn't have a good acceleration, or just not a great acceleration, what I usually like to find in LDP wheels. It just wasn't great. It was good. It just wasn't great. And I'm not too sure why, because they're light. They're only 105 millimeters. Contact patch is small. So, you know, you would think that they would get up pretty quick. But in my opinion, I've had wheels that got up way quicker than these dad bods here. So, you know, it wasn't disappointing or anything. It was still good. It just wasn't the best wheel that I have had experience with great acceleration. So, you know, it's all right. The next criteria is high rebound we're gonna get into. So what I mean by high rebound is they don't feel squishy. They don't feel squishy and they're firm. So Duro is one thing, it being ADA does help with the high rebound, but what I'm talking about here is it squishy? Does it feel like over time, it won't feel like the same wheel? Because some wheels, you know, I ride them for 6 months, I ride it for a year. Every time that I throw down my board, the wheels feel the same. So with these dad bod wheels, that's what I was looking for. Every day that I went to go skate and I put down my board, I went to go skate the wheels, did they feel the same, right? I didn't have a long enough sample size. 2 weeks is not enough time to really test out and find if they have a high rebound. But from what I've tested out and experienced so far, they do. They don't feel squishy, they're firm, and with the 88 Duro, they're gonna be firm for a while. I find when I'm pumping, doing carves, the rebound stays firm and I'm gripped up, which is nice. I don't slip out. And I think that attests to what I showed you guys last time, which is the cutout in the back. With my hard carves, I found that the wheel contracted a little bit and it gave me more grip towards the back. So I was really able to get into my pumps, get into my carves, and I was secure, which is really nice. Now, the last criteria is durability. So again, these last two criteria, I haven't had enough time to really sample and test out these wheels. You want at least a good 4 to 6 months, and I'll probably come back and give another review 6 months from now, just to really give you guys in-depth and full review of the wheels. Right now is full. This is me testing it harshly how I skate for the past 2 weeks, but it'll be a 6-month review or 4 months, depending on how hard I skate these wheels. Fully in-depth on the last two, which is high rebound and durability. So durability, what I mean by that is, do the wheels chunk? Do they break apart? Does the rebound fall apart? You know, rebound and durability do go hand in hand. If you don't have good rebound, the wheels probably are just gonna start to chunk because they don't maintain shape. So, you know, that all plays a factor. The durability was fine. You know, I can't say that it was great. I can't say that it was good because I haven't had enough time to break these wheels in and see if they're gonna chunk, see if they're going to fall apart on me. So again, that review will be coming 4 months or in 6 months. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see that. That is all of the criteria for the Orangatang Dad Bod Wheels. Now let me know what you guys think in the comments below. In my personal opinion, I don't think that these wheels are worth it for a $150 price point. If you guys are familiar with the Caguamas from Orangatang, these are basically the Caguamas, they're just bigger. So everything that the Caguamas has, these have. So you're not gonna be missing out if you jump from an 85mm wheel to a 105mm wheel. With these wheels, they feel exactly the same, in my opinion. So if you want to save money and go with the price point for the Caguamas, I honestly feel like you're not gonna lose out or miss out on anything because they feel exactly the same. Again, that's just my personal opinion and this is my review. So that'll wrap it up for this. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Comment down below what you guys think of this review and what you guys think of the wheels. And subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. All right, take care.